I'm sitting here with Brandon Walsh just discussing his business. And hey, Brandon, how long did you use your previous software before coming on to Real Green?
We had that software for 29 years.
Okay, excellent. Approximately about a year ago, what was your approximate customer count? Just approximately.
We were just shy of 1,000.
Just shy of 1,000 customers. Excellent. Um, how did you route with your old software, and how much staff did it take to route your old software?
We had one guy doing the routing. He'd stay 3 or 4 hours every night after work, and we just printed new invoices off every night, and he'd do it 2 to 3 nights a week. And yeah, and it would just, the thing about the way we did it before is it took a long time to get everything processed because we did it all by hand.
Wow.
So we printed every individual invoice and then did it by hand.
Wow. Hey, on your round ones, did you print them all at once? How did you balance that out?
Yeah, round ones we printed them all at once, and then we spent a good portion of a week having 2 of the girls in the office do that.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Your prepay letters, you sent those out every year, correct?
Yes.
And how did that work out? What did you guys do with that?
We send prepay letters. We used to send them out the end of January, early February every year, and majority of our customers do prepay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say good at least 30% of them were prepaying with what we were doing before.
Mm-hmm. How did those prepay letters look? Were they decent, or were they?
They were basic.
Okay.
They were very basic. We didn't really have much choice in what we were using.
Mm-hmm.
Our software was kind of out of date, so
sure.
yeah, we had one way to do it.
You know, I know that you came on board with the company how long ago?
I started here part-time 2.5 years ago.
And what was your role then?
Basically sales and kind of learning everything about the business because it's a family business, and I knew that I was going to be taking charge soon. So I kind of learned every aspect I possibly could.
Did you run into any challenges on getting the family, and I'll call them upper management as well, to look at other softwares?
Actually, they wouldn't look at other software. I had to really kind of show them a little bit, demonstration through Real Green. They were on a basis that it's not broken, we don't need to fix it type thing. They thought what they had worked, so that's what we kept.
So that's what you kept.
Yeah.
Even after getting Real Green, how was the attitude?
Skeptical.
Skeptical?
Yes.
Interesting. How is it today?
They did a complete 180. She's a firm believer now. She was against everything before, and now she's just amazed at how well the software works with the way we do our business.
So you guys kind of changed your business a little bit on working with the software, then, I would say, and we're going to talk about a couple sales procedures, but would that be a fair assessment that you did change a little bit on your side of it? And
we did. I mean, we did a couple things differently. We learned a few different things down at the users conference, talking to other companies down there, which is really beneficial. But we started sending prepay letters out earlier. Our prepay percentage went skyrocketing.
Excellent.
We started routing on a daily basis, and I have I'm up to a little over 1,600 customers now. I started with just under 1,000. I have the same amount of guys doing the same, almost twice as much work.
Wow, same amount of guys doing twice as much work. So let's flash forward to right now. What is your customer count today?
We're just over 1,600.
Excellent. And let's go back to routing. How do you route today?
I route daily. I do it myself. It just takes me usually half hour to 40 minutes, depending on what the day brings. Mm-hmm. But usually takes me about half hour to do it around lunchtime or just after.
Now, I know this on your other software, you didn't have any mobile technology. Um, Tell me about that. Tell me about how you're using mobile technology and how it had effect on your office procedures and those types of things.
Well, I think the biggest thing that we've noticed is entering production into our computer. We used to do it the day after. The guys all finish their production. We do it day after, and it would take one of the girls. It'd take them at least 5 hours.
Wow.
To input every note, all that fun stuff. Now it's just a click of the button and it's entered.
Cool.
And we just thumb through. It went from 5 hours to 5 minutes.
Excellent. How do the guys like mobile live out in the field?
They love it. I love it. And I know some of my guys, they absolutely won't go without it anymore. Even the guys that weren't really into technology, took them a couple more hours of training. But once they learn how to do it, it's simple. And but as far as my procedures go, I like to put jobs on guys. Like if a new sale comes in today, I throw it right at them through the SA right to their mobile app, so they can get it done. And,
so you're doing same day dispatching work that day.
Yes, if they're in the area, they're getting it done that day, and I can leave the legal documents that they need to because it can print it right from their trucks.
So how do you know if they're in the area?
We used live truck tracking through mobile live.
Excellent, excellent. How long did you said 2 hours it might have taken to train a tech? How did you train the techs? Did you show them everything, or how did you do it?
Well, we printed out all the pamphlets off of the Real Green software.
Nice.
And then I gave them to them, kind of give them a couple days advance. And then I went through and did some dummy counts with them.
Right.
And we printed off everything. I showed them, what I could, and had them all test and play with the tablets and test it on each other, basically. Excellent.
I want to go on to another subject. You and I talked a lot about OneStep Sales and how to do OneStep Sales, and the office girls about OneStep Sales. Let's talk about the office. What did the girls think about selling inside the office opposed to going out in the field?
They don't mind it. It's basically, we've kind of changed it from a sales call to a customer service call.
Good idea.
Not much pressure. They call in and they're able to, because we have, all the lawns measured in the system now. They call in, we give them a price within, 30 seconds to a minute while they're explaining the program to them. And it's usually, okay, sign me up.
What was the thought of what did your office girl think prior to doing OneStep Sales? Did she think it would work? What did she?
She thought I was insane.
You are.
She thought I would have to go to every single lawn like we did previously. That it would not work. People would resist it, and it's just she finally seen her first spring with the software, everything in place, and she was actually baffled at how well it works. We've probably been on 5% of our lawns sales.
Wow, that's it?
Yep.
How much has that saved you, do you think, in gas, labor, everything else by them not doing estimates out in the field?
It eliminated a sales position.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a salary position plus a truck.
Wow, that's excellent.
Yep.
That's excellent. So she's up and running. I know you've told me some numbers about 3 months ago. Where do you think she's at now today on sales in the office, dollar volume, and how many sales do you think she made?
She's done more than half of our sales.
Wow.
And I don't quite have a figure in front of me.
Sure. Excellent. You just added the CAW, I heard, and I know you've been using the dashboard. Tell me about the CAW. What do you think that's going to do to affect your business?
Well, I'd like to see everything that happens. So for me, it lets our customers speak to us through emails, pay online. They can see deals and promos, see their whole account. That's what I really enjoy about it. We get net promoter scores. I make sure that comes directly to my personal email. So that if I see one below an 8, I'm sending somebody out to go take care of that immediately. See why somebody wants to rate us less than a neutral score or less.
Excellent.
You can run promotions. People can view their accounts, and the auto pay system goes through there, so we don't have to worry about hassling to get money from people.
Dashboard. Do you look at that at all?
Every morning.
What are you pulling out of that? What do you like? What do you look at the dashboard for? Why do you use it?
The first thing I do is look at the big number, which is the one that pops up immediately. Is how much my total revenue is for the year. See if that I know that number every day, so I can see if it's increased at all. Second, I do the overview, and I look at core sales. I look at where my sales are coming from, what source, which marketing avenue is coming from, so I can see what time of year works best for which marketing thing that we're promoting at that time. I look at cancellations. It's a great overview of a quick overview of all the reports you'd normally run.
Cool. So would you say after one full year that you now look at yourself as more of a marketing company, marketing lawn care, more so than you did a year ago? Would that be safe to say?
I don't know if I'd call myself a marketing company, but we do market a little bit more. Mm-hmm. We changed our direction as far as where we put our marketing dollars. We're more into the direct marketing now.
Excellent.
Kind of got rid of some of the older ones that worked a long time ago but aren't working quite as well these days. Just changed where our revenue's going, basically.
Excellent.
Yep.
Anything you'd like to say to wrap up here, Brandon?
Well, it's we've been with Real Green for about a year and 3 months now. Took a lot of convincing for my family to come on board, but they're just absolutely amazed by the results. I mean, I have the same amount of workers I had with the 1,000 customers I had now, and I'm routing, a lot less headaches.
Are your routes tighter?
Yes, my guys can do a whole route and put on about 5 miles.
Last year, I know you got your round ones done in, I think you were telling me around May 29th, correct?
Yes.
When did they get done this year?
This year, I believe it was the 1st or 2nd of May.
Okay.
Yep.
And how many more customers did you have in that time frame?
I believe it was about at least 30% more.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, you gonna go to the users conference this year?
I'll be there.
Why do you want to go? What did you went last year? What was the benefits of it?
I think the main thing is I was kind of new to the software, and I wanted to see every aspect that it had to offer so I could use it kind of to our full benefit. Also, speaking with other companies, when you have somebody right down the street from you that does the same thing as you don't really kind of open up and talk about how business works. You go down there and you talk to somebody from different regions and stuff with the same kind of grass, same type of pests. Everybody opens up and tells you, how much the other guys are making or how much they're paying, how much they're charging, what they're using, what kind of trucks they're using. It's kind of good overview of what other guys are doing, and they help you and share ideas and thoughts with you.
Excellent. Look forward to having you down there. Well, this is Brandon Walsh with Village Green Lawn and Tree Service out of Bay City, Michigan. And thanks, Brandon, for your time today.
Thanks, Brian.